If you're thinking of putting a BMW on your driveway, it's statistically most likely you're thinking about the X1 because that is BMW's #1 selling model in Australia. But BMW has just launched this, the all-new 1 Series, and I think it has much of the appeal of its high-riding sibling. So here are 5 reasons you should certainly be considering the 1 Series if you're thinking about getting something that's manageable and small but wearing that badge. Pricing, let's talk about that because it has changed quite a bit. At the entry level, we're going to get a 118, which will cost about $1,700 more than the existing version. But this one, the 135 xDrive, that costs just under 6 grand more. But you do get a lot for your cash. Now we'll talk more about that in the car, but one of the things you definitely get is a completely new look. We've got lovely redesigned LED headlights at the front, a completely new look there. Large grille that carries that distinct BMW DNA, and at the back end there's a completely revised rear end as well. Now while this might be BMW's smallest model, it's actually not that small. For this version, it's actually got slightly shorter, 25mm, and a little bit longer by about 43mm. Other than that, its dimensions are the same. Its overall length is just under 4.4 meters, so it's actually not quite as small as you might think. Makes me think maybe BMW should introduce a 0.5 series? Now, if you like the X1, then you're going to love the 1 Series because it essentially gets all of the technology of that car, but fitted into a more hatchback-like packaging. And look at that huge curved display. That really is the highlight of the entire interior here. You get loads of features in here. You've got lots of BMW's connected applications. It's a really lovely system to scroll through, and it's seamlessly butted up to that fully digital driver's instrument cluster. It feels a little bit more like a hatchback in here, but not in all the ways that matter. I've got loads of elbow room, heaps of headroom. This one doesn't have a sunroof, which may influence that slightly. But as I say, there's a distinct X1 vibe to this because of all the right reasons. If you want to control your vehicle with the application, you can connect your phone here. That gives you lots of remote access to various features. And there's subscription services, but not in the annoying ways like they used to do with heated seats and stuff. It's all technology. So X1 vibes for all the right reasons on the interior. But there's a little bit going on under the bonnet, which we need to find out about next. There will be 2 engines available when it arrives in Australia. The entry-level 118 gets a 1.5 litre turbocharged 3-cylinder with 115 kilowatts, or there is this. This is the M135, and it gets a 2 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder with 233 kilowatts and 400 Newton meters. Now then, the observant ones among you will realize that that is precisely 50 Newton meters less than the previous version. It's also bolted to a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission as opposed to the 8-speed of the previous one, which I rather liked. So is this a downgrade for the 135? You be the judge. It is still not slow. 0 to 100 in less than 5 seconds. 4.9 to be precise. This car is not slow. It's actually pretty quick. And it's got some really nice character to it as well. It torque steers a little bit despite being all-wheel drive. And it's got, it's just got plenty of soul. It's fun. It's fun. It's just the question is 50 Newton meters a little bit too much to rob from this car's soul? It does pipe in some of that engine sound through the speakers, and although it's real sound, I can tell it's not coming from the inlet manifold or the exhaust pipes. The entry point to this model range will be $56,500, which is pretty reasonable for a premium little hatchback, but step up to the 135 and it'll cost you $82,500, which is almost $6,000 more than the version this car replaces. Too expensive? You be the judge. My biggest problem with this car is not its price though. It's the fact that there are so many hyper hatch rivals snapping at BMW's heels, like the Audi RS4 and the AMG A45 Mercedes. Actually, the AMG A35 Mercedes is up there with this car. and they're all that little bit more aggressive. I can't help but, by losing 50 Newton meters of torque and going to a 7-speed dual clutch, this car has probably taken a little step back when everything else around it are taking big steps forward. That's just our first impressions. It's only been a little quick drive here in Germany. The full verdict has to wait until it arrives in Australia late this year or perhaps early in 2025. If you've liked this video, hit like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified when the full review goes live, and you'll get a notification when this car arrives in Australia and we can have a first full look down under. Thanks for watching.